I've never, ever been in such awe of another human being.
Yeah.
I saw, and people that tune into some of my podcasts, I've told this story before, but grown-ass men were crying.
That's literally what happened with us, yeah. Yeah. We had a big party. There's something about him, but we had a big party.
Sorry to cut across you, but can you try and identify what that thing is?
I've met so many famous people. I've met icons, like literally, right? I've dated icons. Anyway, that's another interview. When you meet Muhammad Ali, your life flashes in front of you. Your brain is scrambling. You know, you're going a million miles a minute and you're trying to process the fact that you are in the room with this man. He's of flesh and blood, but it's this aura around him. It's like a force field, and you kind of like knocking on it. You know, you want to grab onto him, but there's like a thing, and it just humbles you. I think for me, I was immediately humbled. I was immediately like, I am, like you asked me about being worthy. When I stood in front of Muhammad Ali, I did not feel worthy enough to look him in the eye.
So I'd met him, right? And I'd like to think I'm quite a talkative person, but I've always been the type of person but I don't really get starstruck. But Muhammad Ali, he stroked my face.
Oh, wow.
I nearly passed out.
Yeah.
Like,
being with Muhammad Ali was I don't think I'll ever experience that ever again while I'm living. Never. It's never going to happen.
Let me ask you this. Has there been anyone since that you've met that has that same sort of presence?
No. Like, anyone across the board or just in boxing? Any human?
In boxing. No.
In boxing, absolutely not. Never.
I'll tell you who I think has a similar presence.
Usyk?
Right? Usyk.
Yeah.
Oleksandr Usyk has that. I don't think it's an accident they're born on the same day. Both religious men. But I am telling you, watching how he conducts himself, watching how people lose their minds over this guy.
Yeah.
Not in a kind of... I've never heard anybody say they dislike this guy.
Like, not in a teen idol kind of way, right? It's just like a respect, you know, like levels of respect.
It's just a completely different level of respect.
Yeah.
I think that certain people are... I think boxing for some people is the vessel, but they have a higher purpose.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think that Oleksandr Usyk, and people might hate me for saying this, but I'm just saying I've been around boxing a long time.
Yeah.
And the fact that that's the first person that you thought of. I've met a lot of people. I've been in a lot of gyms. I've watched lots of sparring. I don't think I've ever been in the presence of anybody else, I'm trying to think, that has that Muhammad Ali-esque.
I can definitely see that. I mean, I've worked with him on a couple of fights. I was there in Saudi when he fought Anthony Joshua the second time. And I know his team, you know, but I think that Usyk has respect for life and other humans, you know, and he's gone through it. He didn't come up easy, you know, his country's being, you know, like battered and bruised on any given day, you know, so he comes from, I think he just, he has such a respect for human nature just by virtue of where he's from and what his country's had to go through, his people have had to go through. And I think Muhammad Ali, same thing, black, you know, slavery, you know, his people come from slavery. He grew up in Jim Crow era, you know, all the things that he'd seen, and living in a country that treated him like, you know, not even a second-class citizen, you know. So I think there is some similarities there that, you know, but yeah, Usyk, he's just the most unbothered guy that I've ever met, I think. I've never seen his feathers ruffled, but he's a good man. But yeah, Muhammad Ali for me was just, Yeah, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah. We'll never see another, well, obviously, apart from Usyk, we'll never see another Muhammad Ali ever again in the history of mankind. It will never happen.